South Asian Newsline, and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Thursday, the 2nd of April. Amit Shah leads mega roadshow in India's pole-bound West Bengal. Navy chief says India was minutes away from hitting Pakistan during Operation Sindoor. And Hasina asks Bangladesh court to set aside death sentence, seeks fair trial. And now for all the details. In a massive political show of strength in West Bengal, India's Home Minister Amit Shah led a high-energy roadshow in Kolkata, turning the nomination filling of BJP leader Suvendu Adhikari into a full-blown power display. Streets were drenched in saffron, with drums and chants of change as thousands of supporters rallied behind the BJP's push to unseat Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. Shah accused the state government of corruption, lawlessness and insecurity, urging voters to support the BJP without fear. Pitching the vision of Sonar Bangla, Shah said people who trusted the centre government since 2014 have seen development. He called on Bengal voters to back similar change, asserting that a strong wave for political transformation is sweeping the state.
अरे सुबेंदु दा हमारे नंदीग्राम से लड़ना चाहते थे। मैंने सुबेंदु दा को कहा था कि सिर्फ नंदीग्राम नहीं, ममता के घर में जाकर उसको हराना। और इनका रिकॉर्ड है, गत चुनाव में ममता बंगाल में सरकार तो बना पाई थी, मगर ममता दीदी नंदीग्राम में सुबेंदु दा के सामने चुनाव हार गई थी। इस बार ममता जी पूरे बंगाल में भी हारेगी और भवानीपुर में भी हारेगी।
Meanwhile, West Bengal CM and TMC chief Mamata Banerjee also launched a sharp attack on the BJP, accusing Amit Shah of orchestrating large-scale administrative changes and voter list deletions to influence the polls. She alleged the BJP's game plan is to create unrest and impose president's rule in the state. The upcoming elections for the 294-member assembly will be held in two phases on April 23rd and April 29, with vote counting scheduled for May 4th. Moving on. India's Chief of Naval Staff Admiral Dinesh K. Tripathi has revealed that the Indian Navy was minutes away from launching a maritime strike on Pakistan during Operation Sindoor, carried out in response to the Pahalgam terror attack that killed 26 people. Speaking at a naval investiture ceremony in Mumbai, Admiral Tripathi said the Navy had reached an advanced stage of operational readiness before halting action after Pakistan requested a pause in kinetic operations. He noted that it is now publicly known that India was on the verge of striking from the sea when the request for de-escalation was made. He also awarded Yuddha Seva medals to two senior officers for their roles in the operation. Tripathi also pointed to a 17-hour overnight embarkation with PM Modi along the western seaboard as a demonstration of the Navy's operational depth. While US President Donald Trump has claimed credit for halting tensions, India maintains that de-escalation was achieved through direct DGMO-level talks between both sides.
Operation Sindoor demonstrated exemplary readiness and resolve of our Navy as our units undertook swift deployment and maintained a highly aggressive posture throughout the period. It is now not a hidden fact that we were just minutes away from striking Pakistan from sea when they requested stoppage of kinetic action.
Moving on. A growing crackdown in Pakistan-occupied Gilgit-Baltistan has raised serious concerns after the arrest of a local blogger and journalist under anti-terror laws. Authorities say the action was taken over a social media post, while activists claim dissent is being silenced in the strategically sensitive region.
Sungay Sering, president of the Institute for Gilgit-Baltistan Studies, has condemned the arrest of local journalist and vlogger Adnan Rawat, who has been held under anti-terror laws over a social media post. where he flagged a list linked to a recent incident in the Jishal area as suspicious and urged caution. Reports also indicate multiple detentions of activists and leaders, pointing to a wider crackdown.
ये जो हालात ऐसे हैं उसमें गिलगित बल्तिस्तान की जो लोकेशन है, चाइना और अफगानिस्तान का जो नेबर होना, ये बड़ी अहम है। फिर उसकी एथनिक डेमोग्राफी ये है कि वहाँ पे जो हमारे मकामी लोग हैं उनमें से कोई भी जो है उनकी एफिनिटी पंजाब के साथ नहीं है, सिंध के साथ नहीं है। रिलीजियस डेमोग्राफी आप देखें ज़्यादातर शिया इस्माइली नूरबख्शी हैं, तो वो भी ज़ाहिर है फिर ईरान को थोड़ा एडवांटेज मिल जाता है वहाँ पर। तो ये जो सारे इश्यूज़ हैं इनको देखकर जो है पाकिस्तान के लिए बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट हो गया है कि गिलगित बल्तिस्तान में किसी किस्म की जो शोरश है या किसी किस्म के जो एहतजाज है उसको रोका जाए। आने वाले वक्तों के हिसाब से अगर उसने सऊदी अरब के साथ मिलकर ईरान के ख़िलाफ़ जो एक ग्राउंड ऑपरेशन है उसकी अगर उसने उसमें मदद करनी है तो इसीलिए गिलगित बल्तिस्तान में किसी भी शख्स को जो कि शऊर रखता है, जो लोगों को सड़क पे ला सकता है, जो लोगों को एहतजाज की तरफ माइल कर सकता है, उसको गिरफ्तार किया जा रहा है और दहशतगर्दी के मुकदमात बनाए जा रहे हैं।
Sering further alleged suppression of voices and urged global attention, calling on India to raise the issue at international platforms amid rising geopolitical tensions.
इसके साथ साथ गिलगित बल्तिस्तान का एक और इशू ये है कि वो जो कानूनी तौर पे ये इंडिया का हिस्सा है, तो वाहिद रास्ता जो चाइना और पाकिस्तान के बीच है वो उनका अपना ही नहीं है, वो इलाका उनका अपना ही नहीं है। ये बहुत बड़ी वल्नरेबिलिटी है, बहुत बड़ा चोक पॉइंट है जिसकी वजह से पाकिस्तान जो है उसको हमेशा से इनसिक्योरिटी रही है इस इलाके के बारे में। इसीलिए उसने इस इलाके को कभी भी जो है ना हुकूक नहीं दिया, आइनी हुकूक, ताकि लोगों को कंट्रोल किया जा सके, उनको एम्पावर ना किया जा सके, उनको 2-2, 3-3 जो कोडी है उसमें मोहताज रखा जा सके, वो अपना बजट ना बना सके, ऑटोनॉमी ना ले सकें, सेल्फ रूल ना रह सकें।
And Bangladesh's former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, in a legal communication, has demanded that her death sentence to be set aside as legally void and that any further proceedings against her be conducted in compliance with international fair trial standards. International Crimes Tribunal of Bangladesh last year sentenced Hasina to death in her absence at the end of a month-long trial that found her guilty of ordering a deadly crackdown on a student-led uprising in August 2024. The letter claimed her rights to defend herself, to be properly informed of the charges and evidence, and to have legal representation of her choice were violated. The correspondence further alleged political bias on the part of both tribunal judges and the prosecution. It cited a lack of transparency in the appointment process of judges, their political affiliation, and biased remarks during proceedings as factors that raise questions about judicial independence. Meanwhile, newly elected Prime Minister Tariq Rahman on Wednesday told the parliament that an estimated $234 billion was siphoned abroad from Bangladesh during the tenure of what he called the previous fascist government of Hasina between 2009 and 2023. He added that his government has taken steps to recover the laundered funds. Authorities in Nepal on Wednesday repatriated the bodies of 9 migrant workers from Kuwait whose remains had been stranded due to the ongoing Gulf conflict. Alongside the deceased, hundreds of Nepali workers trapped in the region were also brought back. The crisis began on February 28 when the US and Israel launched strikes on Iran, triggering retaliatory attacks by Tehran on American military installations in Kuwait, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Oman. The conflict has now entered its second month. The escalating situation led to the suspension of operations at Kuwait's airport, delaying the repatriation process. Flights between Nepal and Kuwait remain suspended for 32 days following the outbreak of hostilities in the Middle East.
देशमा अल्पत्र परेका नेपाली नागरिकहरूलाई लिएर आएको यो उडान हो कुवेत एयरवेजको जहाज बोइङ 777-300। अब यो धेरै ठुलो जहाज हो, यहाँ हेरिराख्नु भएको छ। अनि यसमा यो जहाजको क्षमता 345 सिटको हो। अहिले आएको यात्रु सङ्ख्या 318 जना छन् र केही कार्गोहरू पनि छन्। कार्गो भने ब्यागेजहरू होला र अर्को हामीले अब त्यो अलि दुःखद हो, नेपाली नागरिकहरूको विदेशमा निधन भएका नेपाली नागरिकहरू पनि 9 जनाको शव पनि आएको छ यो जहाजमा।
Moving on. Wildlife experts in India's western Jaisalmer city have linked a noticeable rise in sightings of the rare steppe eagle to disruptions in migratory routes and habitat loss, possibly triggered by environmental disturbance linked to the Iran conflict. According to experts, these migratory raptors are likely to stay in the region until April before continuing their journey. Changing environmental conditions are suspected to be pushing the birds to seek refuge in the area, where more than 2,000 steppe eagles have been officially recorded. Steppe eagles are classified as endangered in the Red List of the International Union for Conservation of Nature.
जोधपुर के इलाके में हमने देखा कि स्टेपी ईगल की संख्या लगभग हजारों में बढ़ी हुई है। तो इसका कारण मतलब पहले तो हमें देख के लगेगा कि पक्षी की संख्या बढ़ी है तो अच्छी बात है, लेकिन अगर आप ध्यान से आप सोचो तो लगेगा कि इनका बाकी स्थलों से इनका हैबिटेट और जिनके विश्राम स्थल इनके बाकी जगह पे हैं वहाँ पे नष्ट हो रहे हैं, इनके पेड़ वगैरह की कमी, हवा की कमी इनको मिल रही है, तो इस वजह से यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं। और इसका एक कारण ये भी हो सकता है कि जैसे ये लोग रशिया और यूरोप जाते हैं, उनका मेन रास्ता है सेंट्रल एशियन फ्लाईवे बोलते हैं उसको, जो मिडिल ईस्ट से होके जाता है। और मिडिल ईस्ट में अभी जो युद्ध के कारण जो डिस्टर्बेंस चल रहा है, उस हिसाब से भी उनका कुछ ये भी कारण हो सकता है कि वहाँ पे डिस्टर्बेंस हो रहा है, जिस वजह से ये लोग वापस जा नहीं पा रहे हैं। तो अभी जैसलमेर जिले में फिलहाल इनका विश्राम अभी 2000 से ज़्यादा स्टेपी का भी देखा गया है।
And that's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Till then, good night.